One of the things you're passionate about is changing the incentive structures of the world. What do you mean by that? How have you done it? And how do you intend to continue doing it?
I've taken a lot of time to consider what is the try to figure what is the real root cause of a lot of the problems that we see in the world, and I've come to the conclusion in my thesis that it's the business models and the desire for businesses to maximize shareholder return that has really caused a lot of the issues, and leads to a lot of greed. It leads to a situation where this drive to bring month after month returns is happening at a detriment to other people and to the planet itself. So it's what's driving people has always been something that's very interesting to me. And of course, in the crypto space, it's all about incentives. Everything's about incentives. What's driving you to do things? I mean, Justin, what's driving you to do a podcast here? What's your goals? And it's really, if you can align incentive structures with as many people as possible in a situation where there's a win created for as close to 100% of the population in what's driving people and doing it, that really is an optimum solution. And I think most incentive structures or business models are inadequate, and they lead to a situation where there's a win maybe for a few people, but it's usually the detriment of others. And the more that others aren't have a win created by what you're driving towards, the more they're going to look to, not join you, or it's like, why do they care what you're doing? And then a lot of times you're going to lead to more competition. You're going to lead to a situation that you might be doing well, but at the expense of others. And it's really not a way that I think things should be operating. So my general thesis is that if we are to provide a new plan which optimizes the drive towards creating positive impact and creating wins for more stakeholders in the equation, that the people doing that are going to get what they want more. So instead of maybe driving brands or driving towards creating maximizing of shareholder returns, what if their focus is on creating positive impact and solving problems that will benefit more stakeholders, and in return, they're then, by doing that, are going to get the monetary gains that they want. And that's where I kind of come into play. And my goal is to create that holistic program that showcases to people, by you doing this, that creates a winning situation for as close to 100% of the population as you can. You will in turn get more of what you're looking for, not if you're providing a situation that's only appeasing 20% or 30% or only yourself. You're disregarding a lot of other people. And it comes down to having problem-solving capabilities to figure out and think about outside of the box on how you're going to create that change. And that's where I feel I come in, is I'm good at solving problems, and I'm good at looking at it in a way that I bring principles to the mix, and I use tools and processes that I've been able to accumulate over the decades to be able to identify a problem and then be able to work it through my formulas that I've developed in order to come up with a situation that adds more stakeholders to the mix and then provides a winning situation for as many stakeholders as possible. So that's really where my drive is, and is to I'm in the blockchain space. I have a company that builds technology that builds wallets and interfaces for people, but it's not really my full passion. And where I want to take things in is using my problem solving capabilities and my principles and tools and processes to change the incentive structures of the world and provide alternate solutions that are going to lead to winning situations for the world.
You've been listening to the Gold Silver Bitcoin Podcast. To listen to this episode uninterrupted, click the link in the description or go to GoldSilverBitcoin.com and shop our selection of precious metals, blockchain tools, and survival gear. Thanks for listening, and remember, it's your choice.